Hello Libra, thank you for coming to Echo Catcher Tarot. Thank you so much for the subscribers, my comments, my views. I don't know why my throat always acts up when I start these videos. But thank you so much for coming to my channel. The challenge for the month of August for your birth chart is for you to see if you're a cusper. Cusper is somebody who was born on the day it changes, within a 3-day grace period of signs. So if you change, like say it changes from Cancer to Leo, then that would, and it's 3 days within the sign changes, that's what somebody who's a cusper is. So they kind of have two sun signs, and they probably have traits in both of them. I'm pretty sure one is probably more dominant, and they would know more than anybody, probably. So, and it probably changes compared to the planets ruling and how the planets are aligned on which sign rules that person, so to speak, at any given time. So some people are lucky like that, and I'm kind of being funny, because can you imagine having two sun signs and both? It's either dynamic, or it usually is dynamic, I must say. Alright, so the full moon is August 3rd. Remember, that's how you can charge your crystals. Put them on dirt and put them out in the moonlight, if the moonlight gets to them, and charge them. Also, it's called the full sturgeon moon. Sturgeons are fish in the Great Lakes, and they are 150. They live 150 years, and the females can't reproduce until they're 20 years to mature. That's crazy. So they're also known as the stir. So if you see a sturgeon fish on a totem pole or a sign, if you want to take it as a sign, it usually means somebody, because they stir up food when they're looking for food. They stir up sediment when they're looking in the ocean. So they're referred to by as stirs, because they stir stuff up. They start stuff. So that's what that is. I feel like I'm going to cough. Alright, so let me get going on the Whispers of the Ocean cards for you. I shuffle all the decks before I turn the camera on, but I just usually give them one more shuffle and then cut the deck after I turn the camera on. So the moon is also known as the full green corn moon, the wheat cut moon, or the moon when all things ripen, or the blueberry moon. It has a lot of names, this moon. Okay, so here we go. Oh no, and your little Libra fell. Great. So the first one for you, Libra, is 3. In the light of the moon, a full moon can shine light on what you have been resisting. This can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty. So this is the orca jumping out of the water. I do feel like something is going to be exposed to you around the full moon, and I think this might have been in your last reading as well. So yeah, something is going to come to light. Whether it's an emotion you've been dealing with, kind of been confused about, or a decision you're confused about, something is going to come on the full moon that is going to be, it's going to make sense to you. Gosh, I'm getting bad at this card setup thing. Okay, for the next one we have 15, Adrift in Shallow Water. Take a few deep breaths and reconnect to your inner peace. Notice the small things and appreciate them. And I always say when this card comes up, the turtle is going this way and most of the little fish are going away from him. There's a few going his way. The bubbles always make me think of idea. And Adrift in Shallow Water makes me think of you have some emotions that are kind of on the surface you're not dealing with, or you are dealing with, and you're kind of staying close to the surface dealing with them. Like you don't want to go too deep with whatever you're dealing with, is what I feel. So the next one is 22, and I mentioned that a good way to learn about numbers is to take notes during the readings and then Google the vibration and meaning of them after my videos, and that's how you can learn. And after a while you won't even need to Google, you'll just know what the numbers mean when they come up in the readings. So this is the Hawaiian monk seal, and this talks about something, communication you're not hearing correctly, or somebody's not hearing you correctly. They have little slits for ears, so it's about communication. Your answers are being given to you. Quieting external voices and excessive noise will give you the chance to hear what is being offered. So something is being offered. I feel like it has passion because it's red around the seals. There's a lot of fish rolling around the seals. So that makes me think that there's a lot of other people around, but whatever is being offered to you makes you feel very important with you and another person. And you and another person are connecting very strongly over something. Alright, now I'm going to switch to the Chakra Wisdom deck. And so you have the Tower. So the Tower means that something's going to fall apart so it can rebuild itself. So it's usually for your highest good. So keep that in mind. It's for your highest good. I know you don't see it when the Tower happens, and it could be, oh goodness, Ten of Swords. So you're feeling very worried, very stressed, very probably can't sleep. You might not even be eating very good. Oh. So the sun is coming, Libra, the sun is coming. So the sun is coming, you're putting your hand out. You're going to be so grateful when this comes to you. This is a new beginning, travel, new direction. You could be moving to a new place, but happiness coming to you. You're going to, positivity is going to override that negativity there. So King of Coins, you have stability coming towards you with a king. Very nice, Libra. Feel free to vice versa the energy. So if I read the cards, you decide if they apply to you. If they connect, that's good. But if this would be a queen to you instead of a king, feel free to vice versa that king-queen energy in the cards for yourself. So the next one for you, I'm going to pull a couple clarifications. 9 of Coins. So this is you saving and planning. You feel like you have to have everything in order. You want everything a certain way. So the Hierophant, this is your third eye intuition. This could also be judge, lawyer, teacher, police officer, fireman, doctor, nurse. This is authority of some kind or third eye intuition communication between two people. The Chariot, again, this is a new beginning, moving, going in a new direction. Strongly. So 2 of Cups is somebody who sees the other person as beautiful. They see him as just the most beautiful person they've come across in their life. Strength. This could be Leo placement around you or in your birth chart. Maybe it's a Leo that is attracted to you or you are attracted to. Princess of Coins is somebody who's very practical with her coins. She could be younger than you or you could be younger than her, but she's very good with her coins. Bringing them in and taking care of stuff. So now I'm going to switch to the Mystical Cats Tarot deck, and you have 9 of Fire. 9 of Fire, this is my addiction card. This would be the universe saying your crown chakra is open and they're trying to communicate with you. The columns tell me that they're trying to corral you. They're trying to encircle you to make your addiction area smaller and smaller, if that makes sense. They're trying to get it so you're more corralled is always what I get with that. They're trying to corral you, like people put a horse in a corral and leave it there. That's what the universe tries to do with that card with addiction. They're trying to get you to a safe place to help you. And this is Earth King. This is my Heaven card. This is somebody in heaven acknowledging you. When you think of them, they're with you. They think of you and they're usually next to you and you can't see them. So if you're having a hard time with addiction, and it may be because somebody is in heaven that they're not around you anymore, they would rather see you happy and not addicted than miss them and be addicted, if some of you need to hear that. They are with you. They want you to be your whole, healthy, happy self in this earth. So 3 of Earth. Some of you are looking to the universe asking why things are going the way they are. With this, what I'm seeing here, this Tower is going to be good for you, Libra. This Tower is going to be good. It's necessary. I can see down here how you're hurting so bad, some of you. So your world is changing. You want to go in a new direction. You want to restart. And that's what this is. You're going towards that. Just keep the faith. Keep moving forward. No matter how many times you fall, get up and keep going towards that finish line. So consequences. There's going to be consequences for some of your actions. And of course, we all have to deal with that. So don't feel like you're the only one dealing with consequences from your actions. Libra, we all deal with them. It's to help you learn. It's not to hurt you. It's to help you learn to say, oh, okay, now next time I come in this situation, I know I'm not going to do it because I'm going to remember this consequence, and that's done. I learned this time. So 8 of Earth is somebody who teaches other people a skill. So I don't know if you learned this from somebody who taught this kind of addiction behavior to you, or you possibly teach that addiction behavior to others around you. There's some kind of skill where somebody is teaching other people this behavior, is what I'm seeing. So Ace of C, this is love. This is the same as this pretty much. Beautiful. It's double confirmation. There is true love around you, Libra. Somebody adores you. And you must feel the same about them. But maybe the addiction is what's holding you back, and that's the consequence for you not being with your love. So look at this, the wheel now. So a cycle is changing. You've learned some lesson, or you're going to learn, is what this says. You're going to learn some lesson, and the cycle will change, and you'll go into a new cycle to learn new lessons. But you're so close to learning some lesson. You're so close to the end with that wheel card, if you haven't already ended it for some of you. So then you have the moon, which is Pisces placement, Libra, and this could also be a secret being exposed, which your first card was the light of the moon, and you have the moon card again. So I do feel like around the full moon, something is going to be exposed. I don't know what, but something is going to come forward and give you clarity on something. So 8 of Sky. It may make you feel trapped, whatever you find out. You might feel like you're more stuck than you were before, and this card tells me your thinking is what's making you feel stuck. So stop the thinking. Stop the feeling stuck. Stop the negativity. Go take a nap if you need to. Do something. Watch a show. Whatever could jar your brain and make you think of something else. If you need to watch a real shocking, scary movie, if that's what you like, whatever, get your mind out of this thinking is what you need to do. So keep that in mind. Go walk will help if you can do that. You're not as stuck as you think you are. It's not going to get worse, is what this is saying. But you have it in your head really, really bad. It is. Look at this. 9 of Sky. You are so worried and so stressed out. Libra. So cat magic, you have the power to guide this how you want it to go. You don't realize you have the power, or you do realize it and you're trying really hard. So I feel like a lot of you are trying to manifest. If you don't know how to manifest, you could Google that and learn and practice. And don't just go with one article you read. I would suggest read like 5 articles and go with the best out of 2 out of 5. Take what you can use, leave what you can't. Do not leave anything. Don't absorb anything in life you don't need or want, or you can't. It's not for you. Just leave it behind. Move on. Leave it for someone else. So the next one for you is Earth Tom. Somebody is coming in to help you, Libra. This is good. Somebody is coming in to help. And you manifested this person, is what I feel. So then you have the Tower again. So you manifested somebody to help you. They're coming to help you, and there's a tower. Look at this, and then you have the priest. This is so powerful. The universe is guiding you. You have the cat Bast back here in the background. You have your paw. You have control. The universe is trying to corral you again. This is such a connection to the universe, taking you where you're supposed to go. Take note. Something coming out in the light of the moon, and emotions. You're kind of dealing with emotion just floating through. You're not dealing with it. You're not going up or down. You're just staying in the same emotion, in some sort of emotion. You're not changing it. You're not altering it. This is what I'm seeing. Alright, so I'm going to switch to the Oracle of E because the Priest is really good card. So Leaping in Love, number 7. This is a heaven card to me, the 7. Leaping in love, it means you're going to take a chance. You are going to take that chance and go towards love. And is that what all this is about? Is that what all this was the true love there? Got an owie, 29. So something hurt you really, really bad, Libra, and the universe is raining light on the darkness, and they're making it glittery and shiny and happy for you. You know, they're trying to take care of you. Just ask the universe for what you want. Don't feel greedy. Don't feel like you don't deserve it. Ask for everything you want. Be specific. Be specific. Don't say, I want a new car, and then you get a car that is like a beater. Be specific. You want it to be dependable for 5 years. You want it to be dependable for 6 years, 3 years. You know, be specific. Hairball. So 41, if you add the numbers, would be 5, which is change. So I feel like there's a little, you know, hairballs when kitties have hairballs, which is so funny. This is not the cat deck, and it came up anyway. So they usually get over them pretty quickly. All the cats I've had, it takes a couple minutes and they're done. So there's something that's going to be a little longer than a couple minutes probably, but there's something that is going to make you be like, what? Oh my goodness. And then it will move on and be dead. It'll come full circle. Something, I feel like it's some communication with the voice. Somebody's going to say something, or you're going to say something, and you're not going to like what you have to say, or they're not going to like it, but it'll move on beyond it. So 32, another, if you add the numbers, it's change again. Everything is beautiful. The universe is holding you and guiding you. The change is going to be for your good. Hairball, hiccup, change. Everything is beautiful change. Very good. Things are going to change, and change is scary. I get it. I know it is, but it's going to be for your highest good. So now I'm going to switch to the Soul's Journey lesson cards for you, Libra. This is a lot of emotion. So far this week, you have the strongest emotions going on within you. Powerful is all I can say. You had a lot of cards, a lot of emotions. But usually when you move through that, it makes you so strong. Just keep that in mind. So the Soul's Journey lesson is discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. This is healing. I feel like you're healing from a really detailed, intricate pattern of your life that you tried to stay on track, but the universe felt like you needed to learn something. And so you have learned what you need to learn, and if you have the discipline to stay on track, you can heal and move beyond this addiction, is what I'm feeling. And I know it sounds easy in the cards. I totally know it's not easy. I have family members who went through that. So discipline, number 1, stop being around people who feed that addiction. Stop thinking the negative thoughts that go with that addiction. I've mentioned before, put a hair tie on your wrist. When you start thinking the negative things, you snap it. And you don't pull it out and snap it so hard you have a red mark on your wrist. You just snap it so your brain starts making the comparison that when it thinks of negative thoughts like that, it gets a painful reaction. And trust me, your brain will stop that. It'll do something to be like, we don't want to think like that anymore. And that's how you can reprogram your brain not to think like that. And I learned that myself in counseling years ago, in my 20s probably. So that's what she told me. I had repetitive thoughts where I would keep thinking things over and over when I saw them, to the effect where it was really impacting my life. And so that was what she told me to do. I didn't want to take medicine, and I had children, so it worked. It's like, wow. So I do use it periodically if I find myself focusing on one thing and doing that again. It's worked for me as a coping mechanism throughout my life, is all I can say. Alright, so now I'm going to switch to the Fantasy Cats Oracle cards for you. And the first one is 10, traveling. I'm getting a lot of traveling in your reading too. I feel like some of you are moving out of where you are now. So I feel like you're getting downloaded on strength and what's coming for you while you're sleeping. So do try to keep a dream journal. Do, because you're going to get insight in your dream journal. You're getting guidance in your dreams. And look at all the purple in this. I mean, the discipline is purple. The everything is beautiful is purple. Purple is healing. So the next Fantasy Cats Oracle card for you, Libra, is meeting number 9. So be open to meeting people who are unlike people you've met before. Somebody from, I feel like, a different culture, a different country, a different background, different religious background is going, you two are going to attract to each other like magnets. And you're going to have time spent together that is going to feel like it was 5 minutes and it could be 5 hours. Somebody you're going to connect with, and it could be while you're traveling. You're going to meet somebody. Where you're going to where you're going. Beautiful. So now I'm going to pull the Soul's Journey lesson cards for you. 2 of those. So yeah, heavy reading, like I said, but you're growing so much, Libra. Alright, so the first one for you is Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. This is really, really powerful. The feathers represent heaven. I feel like that reminds me of hieroglyphics is what that makes me think of. So some of you could have past life experiences. But the Spirit Fox explains how you are so adaptable, Libra. You are one of the more clever in the zodiac, where the fox can adapt in the freezing Arctic winter, and they can adapt in the city and hide, and it's not pleasant for them to have to hunt and hide. So the foxes who don't have to hide are a lot happier than the ones who do. But it's just saying you can adapt, you can change. You're not a fixed entity, you're not a fixed soul. You can change your soul, your vibration. You can fix the things where you did feel hunted to make yourself feel like you're so adaptable and you're strong. You can adapt to any situation that gets thrown at you, and you have guidance. You have a lot of help is what I feel. A lot of angels around you. So the next one for you is Autumn. Release the old and rest. So I feel like you're going to be through this, whatever you're going through, by autumn. By autumn you're going to be more grounded. You're going to know more of where the future is going. Yes, I definitely feel like in autumn everything is going to be, I feel like you're going to have a hold of this addiction, if that pertains to some of you. You're going to feel like you have made a secure foundation for love to come into you. I feel like you're not going to be so self-sabotaging. And you have new cycles, new lessons to learn. And you're hopefully going to learn them without the addiction on you. And that would just be, you'll learn it faster. So I hope this helps you, Libra. Thank you so much for coming to Echo Catcher Tarot. I hope this helps you. Bless you, Libra.